Okay, so let's share the stream. Share. Crazy bookie. My shoulder. This shoulder's hurting. Oh. Just checking for any intruders. I can hear someone outside. Okay. Maybe you can't hear that, but they're playing this The Lion Sleeps Tonight next to the monitor. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to the Thursday broadcast. My next live broadcast will be, I have no idea with the calendar. Not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, I believe. Yeah, the 28th of July, the last Sunday of July, 28th of July, will be the next live stream. But I could be here on Thursdays, so you have to look out for that. So, just don't want it too low, but not too high as well. There's a big gap above my head, so that's great. So welcome, welcome. It's really weird doing a stream. My last stream it wasn't last Thursday, I wasn't here. Last Sunday I was here, but offline. But my last live online stream was about 2 weeks ago, I think. Something. So it feels kind of weird to be streaming live this evening. I will try and do Thursdays more regularly, just to keep me in the flow of doing it as well. I kind of drift off a bit and forget all about it, and then I have to do a stream. It's like, oh yes, non-duality. Oh yeah, I do streams. I do streams on non-duality. Okay, so I'll just sit for a little bit and let the introduction come. So what seems to be spoken about in non-duality or in awakening is a reminding or pointing to, you could call it here, a pointing to that which is still and not moving, that which isn't in time, that which isn't changing and moving. It's quite a simple thing that's being pointed to. A pointing back to that which has never gone anywhere, that which hasn't changed, hasn't grown older, hasn't become ill, hasn't become redundant, hasn't become, what's that word? Promoted, hasn't become educated, hasn't become a parent, hasn't become single or got married. That which doesn't change, that which hasn't moved a millimeter, that which is untainted. It's a pointing back to the most innocent, the most primary thing of this whole experience. So it's quite a simple message, actually. It's only complicated because there's something that has got entwined. There's something entwined with form, with movement, with time, with imagination. Something's identified with the appearances of this reality, hypnotized, seeking in it. And that's why this can seem long-winded and complicated, and it can seem endless, this whole search for freedom. But all of that belongs in time, in the movement of things. What's being pointed to hasn't gone anywhere. This creation of this dream person gives the impression of traveling, of moving through time. And this is the complexity of it all, this one moving through time. So this is a pointing back to that freedom, that which doesn't move. And so it seems as if that character takes a journey. It hears about this awakening or non-duality or enlightenment, and it takes a journey to try and get to this, to try and work it out and arrive at this place that's been heard of. It believes it must be a destination, a location in the dream. It must be some form, some place in this reality. So it's trying to use the intellect to try to work it out, try to outsmart it and try to arrive at this place it imagines to be. But repetitively, the message is here, here, here. Not in you, not in time, not in the imagination. Here, this. But this is too uncomfortable when there's that tight contraction, that tight sense of I exist and I'm incomplete. So I need to get out of this place to find wholeness, to find something for me in time. This can't be it. This isn't enough. I feel unwhole here. I must look and seek to find my other half, to find my wholeness. And so it seems as if that energy needs to try. It needs to work its way out. It needs to try and find wholeness, try and find what it thinks it is looking for in form. Try this way, try that way. Try different hats on. Try different angles. But none of those things will ever reach to a destination called wholeness. This longing for what you believe to be wholeness can only exist as a projection when you feel not whole now as it is. That this moment isn't enough, this moment isn't whole, this moment is missing something, and therefore the projection of something else. But there can't be anything else, anything out there in the future, in time, in the mind, that can possibly replace this, what is happening. All pains, all pleasures, all imaginations appear here. There is nowhere else other than here. So the pain can only be experienced here. The pain, the heartache, the sorrow, the loss can only be experienced here. Same as the pleasure, the joy, the excitement can only be experienced here. So this idea that this thing will do it for you in time, this thing is to be avoided in time, isn't a reality. Time isn't a reality. It's a useful thing that appears, a useful idea that appears. We can imagine a future picture. We can imagine a past picture. We can plan and organise and learn from past mistakes. But it can only happen here. This is it. Past and future appear here as ideas, as thoughts, as pictures. So this waking up, it can't be about you arriving somewhere. So you, this sense of you, this character, this human arriving somewhere. You believe you will arrive somewhere, or you haven't arrived somewhere. But that is not true. That's the illusion that you exist in the first place. To not get, hang on a minute. All clear. So it seems to be an undoing of this illusion, of this dream of someone. And it seems to be, this is my opinion, my experience, it seems to be that is tied in with the end of seeking. The end of seeking. What I mean by the end of seeking is the end of this energetic belief that there is something to find. You will find love or wholeness. You will find it out there in form. You will find something here for you. There is nothing here for you. There is life appearing. And it isn't for anyone, it's life appearing. Thoughts appearing, action appearing, ideas appearing, behaviours appearing, preferences appearing, life appearing. Something wants to suck it in as my things for me, things that will add to me, things to fill this hole, things so that I can feel more complete, more whole, more enough. This is a moving, changing experience, a fluid experience where nothing can be held onto. It's moving and changing. It's freshly appearing as it is. There's nothing to be held onto. What for? So here is where it is. Here. This is where life happens. Here. That doesn't mean there's not a movement to pleasure. There's an inviting of pleasure in. There's an avoiding or trying to not experience pain. As a human animal, you're going to invite pleasure in, move towards pleasure. You're going to recoil from pain and try to avoid pain. That's a natural thing. To enjoy. That was never the problem. Pain wasn't the problem. It's the running away from pain. It's the fear of pain that causes suffering. To try and differentiate the two, so there will be a natural moving away from pain, from let's say a sharp knife or somebody attacking you. There will be a moving away from that. That's a natural movement. Or even like someone crying and trying to console someone from crying, or being upset or being hurt. It's a natural thing not to want to see pain. But that pain is innocent. That pain is allowed here. That pain can't take anything from you. Not from who you truly are. Not from what this truly is. It creates all things. It allows all things. It is all things. All aspects. The pain and pleasure. The joy and tears. So this is an embracing of all things, not for a person. The person can't embrace all things. It could attempt to, but it can't embrace all things. What's being pointed to here embraces all things naturally. It is all things. So this isn't a personal achievement. This isn't a human achievement. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it already is. It's just this misidentity that you are a person, you are someone inside the body, having a personal experience. This isn't personal. Just thinking about when I when I first heard about this message, like through Eckhart Tolle, like The Power of Now, and I loved it. It was just like, oh my god, it was like just such an instant. It was lovely. And that was like 2017. Yeah, 2000. No, it wasn't. No, can't be. What was it? It was 2007. 2007. That was it. 2007. I heard Eckhart Tolle and got The Power of Now. Just thinking about all that time, like between speaking about it and then all that time, like what happened, all the getting lost in the dream, all the dreams still playing out of being someone. This is it. This is it. All the different speakers and oh man, my rucksack's too heavy. I need to lighten my rucksack. Oh, just this one shoulder. This one's okay. So yeah, my phone is on for Skype. My desktop's too noisy to use that. So you're welcome to ask questions now through Skype at Rebekah Maroon is my Skype address. So just friend me on Skype and you can send questions or call in through Skype. I bought a lemon tree. My friend was visiting. We bought some trees for my living room. So this is one of the lemon trees I bought. Very lovely. I like trees. Okay, so there were no questions. I don't know. So thank you for watching and joining. I'm back. What did I say? I'm back 28th of July, I believe, the last Sunday of July. So I shall see you then, if not on Thursday. And bye.